Hi there, I'm Arthur Darvill. I'm currently playing the guy in Once, the musical, on Broadway, and I'm here at Broadway.com to answer your questions. Hey Duncan. Yeah, me and my friend Toby Wilson from Birmingham went to Cornwall to a little town called Foy, and we busked outside. We were 11, 11, and we used to busk Beatles songs outside the pub at closing time, and we realised this was the best time to busk. That's the first time I ever did any busking. I've done bits since, but that was the most significant. And we got quite a lot of money because people would come out of the pub and see two 11-year-old boys singing to them. We made a lot of cash. Hey Christine, Tardis question. I think Guy has to go to New York in the Tardis, right? It saves on the airfare, which is important in this day and age when everything's expensive. And I would go and watch the Beatles play on the top of Abbey Road Studios when they did that gig in 1969. Karen's got quite a strong, piercing voice, and Matt's quite musical as well. Maybe her version of The Wizard of Oz. I would be the Tin Man. No, I'd be the Cowardly Lion. Matt would be the Scarecrow, and Karen would probably be Dorothy. Hey Camille, my favourite song to sing in the shower. I do I've never done this much singing before in my life for the show, so generally in the shower I do these warm-up exercises, and I realised the other day that my neighbours must think I'm insane because I go all up and down scales and sing songs. I'm really into Laura Marling at the moment, and I sing some songs from her new album, but mixed in with just noises. I don't know what it is. It's like, what I like is things happen outside here. And I think, a lot of it's to do with the weather, and you get to see things like music outside and people doing stuff and making stuff, and there's a real abundance of cultural activity, which I think is really positive and makes people happier, whether they are, into arts or whatever or not. I think it's a really positive thing for any city to have. Also, all of my favourite films have been set here, so I feel like I'm in Ghostbusters when I walk around the city, which I don't think can ever be a bad thing. And what did I have to get used to? You guys probably don't think it's that hot here. I think it's boiling all the time, which is great, but air conditioning, the noise of air conditioning, that's what I had to get used to. I think it would be quite fun. Guy would play some songs. I don't think any of them, maybe I do all the talking. I think the other characters I played aren't the most outgoing people in the world. We'd all sing in harmony, it'd be great. Wow, good question, Jeremy. I have a problem with it at the moment because I think I've filled up my flat with as much taxidermy as I can get, but I've always wanted a bear, a giant bear, a grizzly bear, in a kind of hugging position. That would be ideal. So if you're gonna send it to me, Broadway.com can forward you my address. Hey Brandon, good question. I've managed to get a supply of British foods that I miss because I live near a British shop and everything's really expensive. So I treat myself occasionally to a jar of Marmite or a box of Weetabix, which is what I have for breakfast every morning. But, you know, I quite enjoy the New York food as well. Yeah, burgers are good here. I had to kind of stop myself eating too many of them. But yeah, you guys really know what to do with peanut butter. My favourite Glenn Hansard song, it changes quite a lot. And at the moment, I think because I obviously love the songs in the show, but I was listening to Lies again the other day, which is on the Once soundtrack from the movie. And I think it's just a beautiful, amazing song that makes me weep. So I will say at the moment, Lies. I have no idea. But really, I really want to answer the question because I think it's a really well thought out question. I don't know. It would be various. It would be various pictures of my face, which I wouldn't really like. Maybe a heart, and underneath it would say, "These men all have the same face." It's not a very good answer, but I'd like to see what you would do if you were to make a crest. Send them into Broadway.com, and we're going to have a competition to judge the best Arthur Darvill crest. I could talk about Keane Barry until the cows come home. We used to listen to Beatles records together, and we used to do a lot of theatre stuff together. I played Mercutio and he played Benvolio in a youth theatre production of Romeo and Juliet. And I like trying to play football with him. He's very good at football. I try and teach him the guitar. We used to live together. We do a lot of things together and have a lot of great times. Great question, Whitney. There's a few. I think a David Bowie musical would be amazing if it was done right, and it would be set in space, and it would be brilliant, and I'd be dressed entirely in tinfoil. It would be great. Ben Folds, and I know he's writing one, but I think the musical Ben Folds would be amazing. The musical, there's so many. We could go on and on. Hi Katie. I suppose I get recognised in the street a bit. When I'm walking near the theatre I do, because people are generally going to see the show or have come to see the show. And I mean, some people, like the first time I came to New York, someone ran up to me with a copy of like my old band's CD, which we only released to like our friends. So I have no idea how they got hold of it. That was pretty crazy. That's the most crazy thing that's happened, and I had to phone the rest of the guys in my band and go, this is really weird. But yeah, most people ask the question, how you doing? And I say, great, how are you? And we shake hands and part ways. Thank you all for very good, intelligent, wonderful, cryptic at times, but good questions. And if you can, come see Once at the Bernard B. Jacobs Theatre.